Subscribe to Drama YT and press the bell icon to get the latest videos first of the all. Hey guys, how are you? It's K2 and welcome to Drama YT. In this video, I am going to talk about my top 10 Chinese dramas which are on air right now, and these are the dramas that you should add to your binge watch list as these are that good. So give this video a like and let's get to it. Number 1. Miss Crow with Mr. Lizard. Gushuan is a passion-filled, vibrant young man with his whole life ahead of him, until his life is turned upside down by a sudden traffic accident. He suffers life-threatening injuries to his heart and surgeons are able to save him only by giving him an emergency heart transplant. But when he recovers, he discovers that he is no longer allowed to perform most of the form of exercises. Worse still, the doctors warn him that experiencing strong emotions could also end his life prematurely. He tries to return to the normal life, but the changes he must make to his lifestyle take all the fizz out of his existence. He carefully avoids anything that could raise his heart rate, even if doing so turns him into a shadow of his former self. Things get another turn, however, when a woman named Jiang Xiaoning comes to work at the company he and his friend has set up. Jiang Xiaoning's own backstory is also tinged with sadness. She was orphaned at an early age. Regardless, she is a vertical font of positivity. Little by little, that positivity starts to rub off on Gushuan, but could this bond ever turn romantic in spite of his condition? Number 2. Court Lady. Born into privilege as the son of one of the founding pillars of the Tang Empire, Sheng Shumo has never had any desire to do more than enjoy ease of his own life. With no aspirations, no direction and no ambition, his life was one of the idleness and frivolity, but all that changed the day he first laid eyes on Furo, the daughter of a local merchant. Furo never imagined that she would be one to inspire greatness in anyone. But when she meets Sheng Shumo for the first time, that's exactly what happens. Instantly enamored by the far superior Furo, Shumo is suddenly aware of his shortcomings and vows to make himself worthy of Furo's love. Dedicating himself to his studies, Shumo grows in knowledge and maturity, hoping that someday he will be worthy enough to ask for Furo's hand in marriage. As time passes, he finds himself following in his father's footsteps, volunteering to selflessly serve the country by defending the coast against a band of marauding pirates. While Shumo's journey toward greatness sets him down on one path, Furo set out to another. Leaving her family to become a master weaver in royal palace, she soon finds herself entangled in palace schemes that could put not only herself but her entire family in danger. Walking paths that don't often cross, Shumo and Furo must rely solely on their wits and skill in their way. With so much opposition before them, do these two destined souls have what it takes to save their country and their love? Number 3. Love Like White Jade. Shu Wuxia, a maid at Langya Pavilion, is hired by Jiang Manor to assist Master Jiang Baiyu with his studies and martial arts training. The proud, valiant Wuxia clashes with the arrogant and playful Jiang Baiyu. Both have a secret. Wuxia is looking for her long-lost twin brother, while Baiyu is investigating his father's mysterious death. Fate brings them together often enough for Baiyu to reform his wanton habits, allowing Wuxia to witness his sincere and determined heart. Eventually, they will uncover that Wuxia's brother's disappearance and Bayu's father's murders are indeed linked. Together, they unveil the common enemy's schemes, avoiding total chaos and in the process, returning peace to the Jiang continent's citizenry. Number 4. The Player. The drama tells the story of a group of online game experts. Because of a bug, they get drawn into the game. The border between the real world and the gaming world begins to blur. It is adapted from the online game Fantasy Westward Journey, which is inspired by the classic novel Journey to the West. Number 5. Ni Chang. A story that follows Shi Xiaoni, the daughter of a silk merchant who loses her family due to a conspiracy. Determined to stand on her own, she works on improving her skills to make a name for herself. Along the way, she finds love in Ouyang Xiu. As the daughter of the Shi clan, Shi Xiaoni spends her life preparing to succeed the family business to become a female merchant. However, the Shi clan falls to ruin after being framed by their rival, the Shu clan. Shi Xiaoni survives and vows to clear their name and revive the Shi clan. She enters the Jiangnan Yuzin Manor under the disguise Nishang to learn embroidery skills. Years of training allows her to gain a foothold in the industry, However, the Shu clan becomes aware of her intentions and attempts to silence her for the good. Ouyang Xiu, who has been in love with Nishang, steps up to help her. Number 6. Octogenarians and the 90s. Sunshine Home is a home for the aged, founded by Grandma Lin. A small space full of warmth reside a group of elderly people with different personalities. As Grandma Lin suffers from the last stages of liver cancer, she entrusts the nursing home to her granddaughter Ye Xiaomi. At this time, Guo Xuanzhuang arranges for his grandpa to enter the facility. Being a sleek salesman, he wanted to gain access in and out of the nursing home in order to sell the health products to the old and earn easy money. Ye Xiaomi and Gu Shanshuang immediately take a dislike to each other. Their post-90s thinking breathes in new vitality into the lives of their elderly counterparts but also gives rise to numerous conflicts. Nonetheless, the touching stories behind each of them brings everyone closer. Number 7. The Imperial Coroner. Young girl Chu Chu came from a family of coroners. She meets Prince Xiaojinyu, a dignified prince in charge of criminal lawsuit, who appeared weak and sickly. Prince Xiao lacks reliable manpower to investigate case, while Chu Chu lacks people to set up, take charge and be a man. Together they manage to unravel a shocking case that has dragged on for 18 years. After solving the case, she won the Imperial's approval and is finally certified as the Imperial Coroner, fulfilling her life goal. Number 8. The Dance of the Storm. Through a series of missions, a man discovers that the people he has been working for has unspeakable connections to dangerous organizations. Through the help of his love interest, they piece together clues to uncover the truth. As a child, Li Junzi grew up under the loving care of his parents. He led a life that was definition of a happy family. His parents were top scientists, but when he turned 12, they suddenly died in an accident in Pinsheng. After becoming an orphan, Li Junzi is sent back to his hometown of Shanghai. Rumors that his father betrayed his own country started spreading and his relatives refused to take him in. Left without a home, Li Junzi is sent to an orphanage where he meets Shi Yunhao. They become the best of friends and through the recommendation of Chen Gang, they enter a security agency as new recruits. The two meet and fall for Zhao Jixuan. Just when things have started looking up for Lu Jinzi, his recklessness results in death of Chen Gang. Determined to seek justice, he starts on a path to chase down the real culprit and it brings him back to where everything went wrong. Number 9. The Glory of Youth. A story about a group of university students who join the army and become soldiers for the rocket force. Under the leadership of old soldiers with special skill sets, their bodies and minds are put to the test in order to become full-fledged soldiers. Hapless romantic, Xiao Zhou, second generation military man, Ouyang Zun, flower boy, Lin Anbang, and the sloppy king, Ye Zimeng are 4 roommates who go to the same university and live in the same dorm. For reasons of their own, they have become student recruits for the rocket force. However, one look at the army troops and a feeling of regret sweeps over them. In the coming days, Xiao Zhou and the boys comes to realize the hierarchy within the organization. Only men who have been soldiers for 10 years can be considered soldiers. Only those in army for over 20 years can be considered veterans. Those who have been in the army for over 25 years are treasures. As they face different seniors with different skills, the new recruits find themselves at odds with the old soldiers. Nonetheless, their journey serves as the finest example of what youth has to offer. Number 10. The Queen of Attack. Liang Weiwei, a track and field student with superhuman strength and idolater, accidentally entered a historical drama starring the idol Jingxing. She becomes the disgraced empress who is said to die in the 3rd episode. In order to get rid of this setup, Liang Weiwei uses her knowledge as a drama fan and skillfully uses the plot mechanism to escape fate and start a fantasy, bittersweet love story with the emperor played by Jingxing. So that was it guys, the video ends here. I hope you have liked this video. If you have watched the video till here, give this video a like and subscribe to Drama YT. And yet you guys have not followed me on the Instagram handle, which is right in front of you. It is called dramayt.k2. Follow me there as well. And I will see you later as always. Your K2. Love, peace and hugs. It's been a pleasure.